Welcome back, everybody. Today we're here to talk about The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 7, and look at some images that AMC and Skybound released. They released a lot of cool images, so we're going to break it down and talk about these images, and you guys in the comments down below can give your thoughts and opinions about the episode. Also, if you're a fan of The Walking Dead, be sure to subscribe for more Walking Dead content just like this. But with all that being said, let's get into it. Alright, so the first image we have here is an image of Gabriel. It's been a while since we've seen him. We haven't really seen him that much this season, which is a little interesting. I mean, he did have a good arc in season 8 and 9, so maybe that's why, because we have some other characters who are in the forefront, like Aaron, for example. He has a pretty good storyline this season, and we're gonna look at some images of him also later on. But it looks like we are gonna get some more Father Gabriel, which is always exciting, and it's exciting because of that whole the relationship between him and Rosita, Sadiq and Rosita, Eugene, that whole, quadrangle love, the love quadrangle is what I'm trying to say. So things aren't looking that good for Rosita though, so we'll see how it's gonna affect all these characters, that's for sure. But interested to see what's going on with him this episode. Next, we have an image of Daryl and talking to Carol. Really excited to see these two interrogating that Whisper, because we haven't really seen the Whispers that much, like the other Whispers besides Alpha, Beta, and Gamma. In this season, or this episode I should say, we're gonna get some Whisper intel from the perspective of a Whisper, so I'm excited to see that. And then we get it from the perspective of Carol, and just look at her hand and her face. I mean, first of all, her hand is completely destroyed, and the blood even got on her face. But you know what this photo tells me is that she's like beating this shit out of this Whisper that she captured, which is gonna be like pretty insane to watch. Carol just like beating up a Whisper. I mean, we've never really seen Carol do that before. I mean, Carol has done some pretty insane stuff, some bad, like killing all those saviors and stuff like that, but like, this is going to be really interesting to see her just like beating up this savior. So I'm excited to see how this plays out. And then we got an image of Sadiq sitting down with this person who is sick. And this is a sickness again that's going around Alexandria. And I think it is going to be reported or revealed that it was Gamma who's making these people sick, because that's going to be a big, because there's a lot of people who don't want to go to war, and that's going to be a big thing that happens, which is going to change a lot of people's minds. So Aaron, we know, is going to be having some scenes with Gamma this episode, so we'll see if he comes back and is the one to report it, because he was the one who saw it, like he saw it happen. And he's not in Alexandria right now. He's been out by himself, and I don't know exactly what he's doing with Gamma. We're going to talk more about that in a little bit when those photos come up. But when he comes back and sees that people are getting sick, he might tell them that I saw Gamma put or kill some walkers and put the guts in the water, and that is the reason people are getting sick. And that's going to really change everybody's perspective on the Whispers, especially those who didn't want to go to war at first. Maybe they're really angry now, especially since it does look like this sickness is going to be fatal, because in that season 10 episode 7 trailer, we saw Sadiq standing next to somebody who just recently passed away, and it could have been because of this sickness. Next, we got an image of Dante. And I'm not sure exactly what they're doing with Dante's character this season. Like, he's been like a comedic character just in the background. He does have a pretty big role in the comics when it comes to Maggie, and we know Maggie's coming back to the show, so we'll see if that plays out. But personally, I like Dante. I think he's a likable guy. I think he just like carries himself pretty well, good charisma, and I'm excited to see more of him, and hopefully they give him more to do later on this season, because as of now, there's not much really going on for him. I mean, he's definitely an interesting backstory. I like him and Sadiq in their conversations, and when he was talking to Sadiq and helping him. But Dante, if they follow the comic route, things could be pretty big for Dante, so I'm excited to see more of that. Next, we got an image of Lydia, and remember, her and Carol are going to be having some scenes in this episode. And I'm not I think, well, if I would have to guess on what would happen, I'm saying that Carol is going to use Lydia to get to Alpha, because remember, Alpha let them live and didn't, punish them or anything like that after Carol shot at her, because she said mother to mother, I respect that, I have a daughter. And it was also revealed in episode 2 that Alpha still wants Lydia back. So I think putting all those together in that scene, I think the purpose of that scene was for this to come into play, where Carol wants to get at the Whisperers. They want to kill the Whisperers. They want to kill Alpha, and she's going to use Lydia to get to her. And then we have the Gamma and Aaron photos. We have two of them. Here is one of Aaron walking up to the gates, and it's only Gamma there, no other whispers. And then we have one of Aaron, and he has a concerned look on his face. And this is where things get interesting, because remember, Aaron helped out Gamma, which, like, I'm still kind of curious to see what direction they're going with this. You guys let me know, what do you think is going on here? But Aaron seems the most pissed off about the whispers, because remember, he was training everybody and just giving a speech saying that these people took away our friends and our homes and we need to fight back and this and that. And then he went off and helped Gamma, and that's that. So maybe he's trying to get like close to one of the whispers to learn more about the whispers, or maybe he's just tricking Gamma and is gonna end up like trying to fight her or kill her or something. You guys let me know, what do you think it is? But I do know one thing for sure, and that's Alpha's gonna be pissed off about Gamma accepting help from Aaron. Even in that trailer, the episode 7 trailer, Alpha was like face to face with Gamma. That might have been Alpha just like tearing Gamma apart, saying like, because she's gonna be pissed off about that. She doesn't want her people to get help from these people. She's against these people. So I think Gamma accepting help, and maybe, I don't think Gamma would ever turn to the good side. Like, maybe they just introduce her, so I think it's way too early for that. But I just know Alpha is gonna be angry about it. And then we have a shot of Carol here with her bow and arrow, and this looks at night. This looks to be like around the same area that Aaron is at. So I don't know if it's a different location or just like the background's the same. But in the trailer, it definitely made it seem like Aaron and Gamma are by themselves. So this could be somewhere else. And she could be pointing her whisper. I feel like by looking at her face, I feel like she's pointing it at a walker, not a whisperer, because it looks like she's concentrating and trying to like kill the walker. That's just me, but I don't know. And then we have this one also, and this looks like maybe she's looking at a whisper. But regardless, they are going to be running into whispers. And then we have some images of the whisper that got captured. Here we have Carol bringing him inside that cell that Negan was in. And it's so funny how they don't even really care that much about Negan right now. Like, nobody. I mean, they probably do. We just haven't seen them talk about it that much. And I know a popular theory right now is that Carol let Negan out so she can go out and go fight the Whispers and capture one. So this could possibly have been like Carol's entire plan. You guys let me know if you think that was like that's what happened and that was the case, or it was just like a coincidence. But I think like that would make sense to me if that was her plan, to let Negan out so they can have an excuse to go out, or she can have an excuse to go out to, let's say, look for Negan, but then tell Daryl that they're going to go after the Whisperers and then capturing a Whisperer and bringing them back to Alexandria. But again, you guys let me know if you think that's what happened. And then we have this image, which is interesting to me. We have Sadiq, Gabriel, and Dante, and it looks like they're checking up on this Whisperer. So maybe they're just checking up on him because he got beat up, or maybe they're just checking up on him because they brought in somebody, and they always do that. But that would be my guess. But that is interesting how they're checking up on him. And then here it is from a different angle, Dante, Sadiq, and Gabriel. And then one more again from a different angle. But it is looking like there's only those three in the room. We can't see the side of his face, so maybe that was like the aftermath of Carol just beating the shit out of him or something. And then they went to go check on him. But I do remember, like, sometimes whenever Alexandria gets new survivors, they always say go to the infirmary and get a checkup. So I think that's what's probably happening here. They just did a checkup because they brought in somebody new. Next, we got a shot of Carol here inside the cell, and then we have a shot of Daryl also, and then we have a look at that Whisperer. So again, pretty excited to see what he reveals about the Whisperer and what happens. Like, because I'm not really sure what he's gonna say about Alpha. Like, I know in the trailer he says that Alpha loves us all, but it's going to be interesting to see if Alpha realizes that he's missing, because I feel like it would also kind of be hard to keep track of all the Whispers. I don't know, that's just me, but we'll see how the aftermath of all this is. And then we got a shot of Gabriel and Daryl here, and it looks like one other thing I was thinking about is like probably a lot of people are going to come visit this Whisperer because they're just interested in the Whisperers. You have to kind of be a little interested in what is up with these people. They're not like the saviors who just want stuff. These are like people who are embracing the whole walker thing and want to be walkers and are acting like walkers. So maybe a lot of people are going to come down and see what's going on with this guy. But we also have, it looks like a lot of people are coming down at the same time because Sadiq and Dante were also there. And then we have a shot of Gabriel and Daryl. And then we have a shot of Gabriel talking to Sadiq here. They're probably talking about Rosita and her health, and Gabriel's checking up on Sadiq and saying like, how is she? Here's another shot of Gabriel, another shot of Sadiq, one more of Sadiq in the infirmary, and then here's a shot of Rosita and Gabriel. So, and honestly, I keep forgetting that these two are in a relationship. They haven't really been showing them that much, and like I said in the beginning of the video, Gabriel isn't in that much of the season. But yeah, I keep forgetting these two are in a relationship. Sadiq just has a baby with Rosita. So yeah, that's why I think Gabriel's really worried and talking to Sadiq about it. But one last thing I want to talk about, in those images before with that whisperer who got captured, a lot of people are there talking to that whisperer. One person I didn't notice was Michonne. So I'm interested to see if they're ever gonna tell Michonne about it, or if Michonne finds out, is she gonna be pissed off. So Michonne wasn't in any of these photos, so I don't know if she is gonna be in next week's episode. She probably will. It's also been a while since we've seen her. But yeah, Michonne wasn't in those images, so I think Michonne will eventually find out. But anyways, you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about it. If Michonne finds out that they did this, do you think she's gonna be pissed off about it, or do you think she's gonna find out that people are getting sick and she wants to go fight? You guys let me know in the comments down below. But those were the images we got for The Walking Dead season 10 episode 7. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating. Again, leave all your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. And if you are a fan of The Walking Dead, be sure to subscribe for more Walking Dead content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.